why did you see a need for a change in leadership?
I think the biggest thing about leadership is whether or not inside of you feel like you bring something to the challenge that lies ahead. And for me, it wasn't so much a competition with anyone else. It wasn't really about whether or not the caucus would be fine continuing on the path that we were on. It was more just a willingness to shoulder more responsibility. I did not enjoy this last session with a minority of 22 members. It was a very difficult session, not necessarily because we were going to lose votes, but because how a lot of that process was managed was almost unrecognizable to me from what I had experienced as staff. And even in those days, we had divided government. Governor Kitzhaber was in the governor's office, and it was Republicans in both the House and Senate. But we negotiated, and there was a lot of collaboration. There was conflict. There was no doubt there was conflict, but there was a need to come together to pass budgets and not have them be vetoed. And in this session, in this cycle, it felt like it was almost extreme emergency level requirement that everybody who had anything to offer to bring back balance to our state should be willing to raise their hand and say, I'm willing to get involved. I'm willing to take a role. And this was really about me saying, I feel like I can contribute and I'd like to offer up myself and say, can I serve this caucus? Can I serve this state? And that was really what that decision to run for that office was really about how I want to contribute, and that I'm willing to step into that role and do what I can to achieve balance for our state.